So within the color page, we have a node graph not only for the individual clips, but we also have a node graph for the entire timeline. And that can be found up here. You can see we have these two dots. The first one is clip, the second one is timeline. If we switch over to timeline, we can see that we have a fresh node graph here. And that's because this node graph here basically sits on top of all the other node graphs within your timeline. This is almost like an adjustment layer. So any changes that you make within the timeline node graph will affect every single clip within your timeline. So usually what I'll do is I'll go and grab a LUT, throw it over top of a node here in my timeline node graph. And usually I'll bring the opacity down to about 50% in the key panel here. And it just looks fuzzy like this because I have highlight turned on. And now basically this LUT will be applied to every single clip in the timeline at about half the opacity. So it's not as strong. So that's usually what I do. And then it just makes the process of making selects so much more fun because then you're not looking at bland, ungraded footage. Doing this allows you to just add a bit more contrast and pop to your image. It makes the process of making selects a bit more fun. And of course, just like the clip node graph, you can continue to add nodes here, make any other kind of changes that you want in here as well. And they will affect every other clip within your timeline as well. So if we were to make this one super pink, super yellow, and we go look at any of our clips here, we can see that what we've done within our timeline node graph is affecting every other clip within our timeline as well. So that is the timeline node graph. I'll see you guys in the next lesson.